hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my late review. Well, no, it's not late. It's Sunday. And it's fine. But it's my review for Ready to Love episode 10. Honey, I feel like we are being hoodwinked and bamboozled at every turn. And they're kind of getting on my nerves. I feel like every season this happens around this time. But first things first, let's get into y'all having to do what? Subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to also like this video. Like the video, please, and thank you, because it helps YouTube share us with the world, okay? Share me with people by liking the video, okay? Do not forget to comment in the comment section. You can also hit that share button because it helps you share me another way with your family, with your friends, okay? If you like me, even if you don't like me, have your family and friends like or don't like me too, okay? Anyway, you can also remember to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. Also, y'all know to inhale and to exhale because it helps you to stay normal and whatnot. Okay. You can also follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. It's up there at the top. It's also a description box of every single video. Y'all know CashApp too if you want to bless me. Thank you and whatnot. As always, like and subscribe. Okay. If y'all hear a little boom boom cat, my neighbor just cut his music on. I think to be spiteful because he heard me saying hello, hello, hello. But we're gonna move on past that. Okay. Let's get on to the foolishness that is ready to love. Okay. Now we know all these folks still here, okay? They all still around here getting on our nerve by not answering all the right questions over now, okay? But we seen the fallout, not the fallout, but the situationship between Alexis and Amber, okay? Because Alexis was like, I see you as a Judas, okay? She accused Amber of being a Judas because Ronald, old Judas self, told her he went out on a date with Amber and kissed Amber. Her mouth, I kissed her in her mouth, and she liked it, and I liked it. And I was like, I felt like Ronald was putting 20 on 10, okay? But I'm like, Alexis ran with it, and now here we are, whatever. So Amber explained what actually happened, okay? It wasn't really how Ronald said it happened. Ronald did not give her the full story, but I don't know why Alexis didn't think about that in the first dang place, okay? But she said my friend was being deployed. Okay, so I was trying to find somewhere to go hang out with my friend for the deployment or whatnot. Ronald told me he had a location that we can all go to for free or whatever. He can get us in there. So that's what happened. I was with my friends. He had some of his friends. It wasn't even a date. Okay, my whole point in going out was my friend who was being deployed. That was the point of it. It was not a date. So that part was a lie, whatever. However, no, not even however, but we barely talked the whole night. But he did kiss me, and I did allow it to happen. Okay, but I apologize for not telling you. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for that. I should have been, upfront and upfront, whatever, and told you we leave. But I felt like it wasn't much to tell because it wasn't a date. Okay, he kissed me. It did not change my mind. It did not change anything about how I felt. It was what it was or whatnot. Okay. Now Chris, like he ain't know nothing. Okay, he looking like what's going? I didn't know none of this shit because she didn't tell you nobody. So for the most part, I still feel like Alexa jumped off a bridge here into going off on Amber based on an assumption that more happened than what she knew. Okay, yes, they were at the same place, same time. He kissed her, and that was really what it was. She won't Chris. So anyway, they made up was fine, fine, fine. I don't know why. I do not know why Alexis jumped off that. It was dumb. Don't jump off no bridge for Ronald. You seen how he acted. Well, see, now I know exactly who he is. You knew that when he told you that you could not do anything for him and that you were more kind than him, and how he just kind of dogged you out. Like you knew that. So I would not care what he said enough to be upset with Amber because he wasn't anyway. But I'm gonna move on past that. Now we then see they want to kind of hang out, chill out around the pool or whatever, around the jacuzzi. Okay, but only Liz, Jason, AJ, and Kyra got in there. Now we seen, everybody else kind of around, sitting around, chitting, chatting and whatnot. It was fine. I feel like nothing really happened. Look, Kyra, I'm gonna show off this body I have. Okay, she had a whole. It's a better shot of that if I can find it real quick. Because she just wanted people to. There you go. She wanted people to know what she looked like in a bikini, okay? And she said, I'm going to show my body because men are visual creatures or whatever. And I want to prove a point to Jason since he like Liz. And I was like, well, Liz was out there and I'm going to the church choir revival meeting or whatever. And I got my church revival swimsuit on. She looked great. Okay, we cannot take that from her. But I feel like he know what your body look like, but you gonna show off your best assets in the pool or whatever. So they was up in the chit and chat, and I feel like Alexis was watching them in the pool jacuzzi talking. Her point was, I want to let AJ get as much time in with Kyra to figure out what he wants. I don't like it. Okay, it's some BS, but I'm gonna let it happen or whatever. So she did not join them in the pool. I would have joined them in the pool. Okay, I would have where right in the pool with them to see what's going on or whatever. So I felt like everyone in the pool was waiting on someone else to make the choice. It was boring to me. Okay, why y'all up in chit? It was the same conversation about, well, I think I want this, and I think I want that. You know what I'm saying? What do you want? What do you want? I want somebody that's a safe space. I want somebody to keep. I want to protect. I want to provide. I want to feel safe as a woman. I'm like, okay, we've had these conversations. At this point in the game, nobody should still be figuring shit out. Okay? That ain't what you want to write. I'm like, I am bored beyond belief. Jason had to choose between Kyra and Liz. AJ had to choose between Kyra and Alexis. And then Kyra had to choose between AJ and Jason. I'm like, girl. And really, it's Liz and Alexis who's on the sideline waiting. Because everyone is just waiting for someone to make a decision, but no one wants to make their own decision to keep it moving. If you like Alexis, AJ, be with her. You don't like her that way, okay? But I'm leaving it be. And Liz, if you really want Jason, say, hey, I really want you. I need you to make a choice, or I'll just leave. I don't need to win. If you don't know by now you want, I can leave because clearly it ain't me. Okay, anyway. And I feel like Liz and Alexis are like two lost puppies. Because both Liz and Alexis, could do better than who they have the choices to be with on the show. Okay. But I'm like, y'all just sitting around like them, pick me. AJ, Jason. I'm like, girl, bye. Both of you can do better, ladies. You can both do better and whatnot. Okay. I'm like, whatever. Now, Alexis brings up how she don't get why AJ wants to be with Kyra, whatever, because they always fussing. Okay, and with her and him, they real easy. I don't care because he don't want you. Any man that's willing to fuss with somebody else don't really want your calmness. Okay, they just want you as an option. Okay, you're an option to his problem or whatever. But I'm going to leave be. Now we see Chris and Amber have a little conversation because again, Chris did not know about the date with Ronald, and so he wanted to be sure that he was still, in good spirits with her. They were still connecting or whatever, and they were still on the right path because again, I did not know what was going on. However, I feel like he didn't care. I mean, he cared, but it's like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I didn't think it was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? My apologies or whatever. I'm like, girl, bye. Nothing that she said deterred him from wanting to be with her because he really likes her. Okay. He also brought up how had this been further on into them day, like if this is like 2 months from now, okay, he would have been upset if she did it at that point. But it's still fresh and new, which means do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Just don't suck no peen, don't fuck nobody, whatever. Talk to somebody, kiss them is cool, but next time let me know. Okay, but don't do it again. I'm like, Chris, whatever. Amber brings up how, you know what I'm saying, well, he kissed me in front of his friends, for one, and I did not want to embarrass him, so I just kind of went along with it, but I did not really want it because, Ronald took it. He took your lips. He's a lip taker. Anyway, but her that I'm committed to you, okay, and you only, okay, you kiss Ron on Friday, kind of kiss on Monday, and then they kiss. I'm like, I like them as a couple, but I'm like, I feel like I need y'all to kind of, it's like a friendly flirtation. It's not a sexual vibe yet. I want a sexual vibe. I want y'all, like I want Chris and Amber to want to bang each other. I don't feel they want to bang each other. I feel like they both want children, and so they want to have sex to procreate, but not to really enjoy sex. You know what I'm saying? That's how it feels to me. Anyway, so that ain't none changed to what it was. So we've seen Joel. Is it Joel or Joel? I just forgot, is it Joel or Joel? I feel like it's Joel. I may say Joe, so forgive me, okay? But anyway, they have a little conversation the following day. Now, they stayed in the same room. They shared a room together. With me, they shared a bed, okay? They slept together. But he said nothing happened. Okay, he said something could have happened, but it did not. And she said, we had a good night and stuff. I feel like, I don't think they banged. I think they may not have had intercourse. Okay, he may have finger popped her. She may have hand popped him. I don't know. But something put them both in a good mood to be smiling. Okay, she done made her some coffee, make with tea or whatever. A good time was had by these two in some shape with them. Even if all he did was rub her booty on her. Okay, y'all had some chemistry, and I think somebody released some feelings in the bed that night. Okay, if she's clean, I don't know. Anyway, they just really talked about nothing. Okay, don't you do something again? Don't tell me. Okay, don't do that. My eye is on you. Don't do that. Or all right, baby, yeah, baby. That's what it was. I might go back. And I did joking and smiling and communicating. Um, a part of me feel like if they have another issue before the end of the season, they ain't gonna talk about it. A part of me also feels like they may not be together when it comes back on for the reunion. And I feel like something feels glossed over, but it could be because we done banged each other out or whatever, and so now we good. Okay, now we know that we are each other's person or whatever. We're not boyfriend girlfriend, but I mean, I touch up you touch my vagina, and we good right now. So I don't know. I'm gonna leave them be too. Again, this was a boring episode. It was boring to me. It was a waste of time to me. No one had any kind of conversation that led to anything except being a straight. Okay. Now we've been seeing Liz and Alexis have a conversation or whatever in their pajamas. I'm like, oh, pajama conversations. So they was really just speaking on how their connections are with Jason and AJ. Well, Liz, like, I like him. I'm saying we real good right now. I'm saying I like how he is pursuing me. He is consistently pursuing me, and I like him. We was kissing or whatever, and she's being all like, she wants to act like she's in high school or whatever, because he makes me feel so young. So I like him, and she's all, but I don't think it's really real. Okay, because I feel like Jason seems immature, and I mean that like he's a senior in college. Not like he's a kid. He's like a senior in college who still goes to frat parties to date, women who's out of his league. That's what I get from Jason. Like, I feel like Jason still is looking for someone to validate how amazing he is. And so he's still kind of shocked that he has two women on his hook. But I'm like, but are they really on your hook, or is your hook on them? I don't know. Anyway, Alexis brings up how, me and AJ, we real peaceful. Okay, we have a peaceful connection. We don't have much conflict between us or whatever. It's real smooth sailing or whatever. But I can see torn between me and Kira Kyra, and I'm saying, and I'm not a quitter. Okay, I am a quitter or whatever. So I'm going to, I like to win. Okay, so I'm going to work it on that. I'm looking like this should not be about winning. AJ, he isn't the prize. So I feel like the fact that you're more focused on beating Kira Kyra and not really seeing if AJ is the one for you. Okay, because you see longevity in dating him. It's a game now. Game, set, match. So again, I don't care. I don't care. Now, Jason and Kira Kyra going to little date, tennis date. They went play tennis, and they sat and chit chatted for a minute. I would say this was one of the two, maybe three conversations that happened that was supposed to be all informational, but it was the same old shit. So he bring up how Liz has told him like what her intentions are and what she really wants them to, grow into. So he like, I know what her intentions are, and I know what she wants from me as far as what she wants from me to go forward with me and her. But with you, I feel like you haven't really done that or whatever. And so for that reason, I'm torn between you and Liz. So I'm like, what do you want? And I'm like, but you torn too. Because if Liz has told you what she wants, why do you care what Kira wants? To me, that means you don't want Liz. That's me. Anyway, so she explains, like, I told you from the beginning that I want to date you and see where things go too. I told you the exact same thing, and I have not strayed from that. That's not changed at all. However, The same way you torn, I'm coming for you in AJ because I have to figure out what's going on with me and him. So I really want to go through this whole process. Okay, this whole process. I want to go through the whole thing before I make a decision. And this is the issue I have with that. I think this is the time for everyone to make their pick. I think the dudes, y'all need to pick too because you're asking her to pick and you haven't picked. Okay, it's like no one wants to say someone's name and then the other person don't pick them and they alone. But I'm looking like the same way you telling her that she should know who she wants, so should you. And who you want should not depend on who she wants. Period. You are talking to her about making a choice and being confident in that choice, whatever, and saying what you want. But you haven't done that either, Jason. None of you motherfuckers have, except for the exception of Chris and Joel, or whatever. They had their person down who they think that's fine. But you two motherfuckers, all y'all is aggravating. Okay, it's dumb. Okay, it's dumb diddy or whatever. And I'm like, you should know by now who you want. You know what I'm saying, and because you don't know, I don't know how you want to see. I'm looking like no one, girl. The fact that he said to her, because you don't know, or because you can't tell me that you for sure want me, or that you for sure want AJ, I don't know how to proceed with you because I don't know what you want to do. I'm looking like, motherfucker, you girl. This is two people talking, saying the exact same thing to the other one, and no one making a choice. No one is making a choice. Getting on my nerve, driving me crazy. Now we then have AJ and Alexis who meet up or whatever. Her going to win hat. So they chit and chatting or whatever, and she brings up how she wants to stay sergeant because she came on real strong and when she was mad about how he may not be there for her when she needs him or whatever. And so she thanks him within her apology, saying, "I'm sorry I came off rough or whatever, but I also want to say thank you for being able to calm me down and say, hey, calm down, and that's just leave it be whatever. I'm happy that you were able to do that for me." Now he thanks her for even putting him in a space to be able to be that person of calmness for her because he said that's not usually the person he is. I'm looking like, I feel like, do we know AJ for real? I mean, we know he's a fuckboy. We know that. But like, do we know what he is talking about? No, I don't think we do. Anyway, she brings about, I think we work well together. I feel like, there's no drama between us. So for that reason, okay, because again, you fuss and fight with Kyra, but you don't with me. I want some watermelon. I do. What I thought, but because you fuss with Kyra and not me, we work better together because we don't have that chaos and whatnot. Okay, I don't want you. She said, I don't want you to be yoked to somebody who will continue to cause you to be, caught up in confliction. Is it in dysfunction for confliction with dysfunction? So I want you to be somebody who will pull you out of that, not someone who's gonna pull you into that. Now, usually men would like that. Okay. I think men will usually like that. But however, I think she's saying things that normal men would like to hear because she's also running game on him. I want you to feel, because, men want a woman who feels like home, who will keep them calm, cool, and want them to be protected, okay? Some men don't want a woman who makes them feel as if they always wasn't fighting. So she's saying that because to a rational man, that sounds good. However, to AJ, and if this was any moment to know that Alexis don't pay no attention to red flag signs, when she told him, you should be someone who pulled you out of dysfunction, and he said, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is at a point to where it's about what they want versus what they need. Okay, at times, what you need is not exciting. One thing is exciting, and then one thing is safe. You safe. I was like, bitch. He just told her that she's not excited. I'm like, did she not hear what he said? Choosing between what you want versus what you need. The need not really being what's exciting. The need is what's safe. Okay. You are safe. You are what I need, not what I want. Okay. He then said, you show me what. I'm like, she is not listening to what he just insulted her in a way. Okay. In a way. And, because he said all that, and she's like, I still don't feel like he gave me any any reassurance into what we are. I said, you're right, he did not. He gave you not a bit of assurance. What he told you was, you are what I need. You are an option to me. Okay, and when I tell y'all don't send your cooch via text, it's because that makes you an option to somebody. Okay, someone who wants you will make you a priority and come get that cooch in person. And she is giving him all the things that a real man would usually want if he wants her. And let me say this too. He don't have to want her, but she should see he doesn't, and she should just withdraw. That ain't losing. Because at the end of the day, he is not a prize. He's a man on a show who was a stranger a few weeks ago. But I'm gonna leave that be, okay? And he told you that you was born and he don't want you, girl. And then when they hug, because he gave her a hug at the end of it. Can I get just a hug? Can I get a kiss? You should never have to ask anyone that you're dating in any shape or form who you've kissed before to give you a kiss. He kissed her that one time. It was last episode or two episodes ago. The time he kissed her was to shut her up because she was talking too much. Let me hush you on the and kiss you in the mouth. He ain't kissed you since, sis. Read the red signs. Danger, 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 danger. He isn't the one. Okay, anyway, so we're going to move on from that. Now, we then see Tommy gets there. Okay. Now, first of all, I need y'all to like the video. Go ahead, like it. Okay, like it. Like it. Like it. Okay. Like it. I'm back. I had to look at something. But anyway, so Tommy gets there and he is basically talking to each guy. Because this week is, woman goes home. So he'll talk to each guy. So he talks to the men kind of one by one. He talked with Joel and Chris together because they easy. They both had a person. It's Joel, of course, wants Vanisha. They've gone through their stuff or whatever. They've gotten over the little things of him not wanting to initially admit what he did wrong, but he got around to it or whatever. They moved past that. Chris and Amber, she kissed Brian, wasn't no issue, whatever. They moved past that. So they know they people. I want Vanisha. I want Amber. That's what it is today. Okay. And so we go to talk to Jason, who he said, going between Liz and Kira Kyra or whatever, his choice is Liz. Mainly because Kira Kyra keeps saying how she wants to wait until the end of the process to make a decision. And, I don't like that or whatever. And Liz has been honest about wanting him to focus on her and how she wants to be pursued or whatever. So she's told him how to pursue her and what she wants. And he felt as if Kyra hadn't told him to pursue her. The reason I have an issue with that is because if both women tell you, okay, fully pursue me because I want to fully pursue you, you then make it where one of them will lose out. Because you have them both focus on you and you focus on them too as well, but they now have no options. Now you become the only one to make a choice. So again, he wants Kyra to do something so that it gives him the power to not lose, basically, or whatever. But again, he picks Liz to be the one he wants to focus on and not Kyra. Boom, pow, pow. So it comes down to AJ. And I'm torn between Kyra and Alexis, whatever. And I don't know what to do, whatever. Things are so calm with Alexis, but things are so sometimes chaotic with Kira, whatever. I don't know what to do. And Tyler, you got to make a choice. But you have to make a choice because if you leave today, who would you leave? You don't have any choice but to make a choice, okay? Because who do you feel has longevity in life with you? Make that decision. So we then see him on a date with Kira Kyra. Sitting around talking or whatever, talking in circles truly, because he's asking, look, how was your day? How was your week? How do you like what's going on? Basically, basic ass questions or whatever. But they both said how they were able to be around each other to spend time together, but also see how they interact with other people, meaning the people who also date. Boom, pal. And he asked her, okay, well, but what's your decision? Have you made a decision on who you want to be with? And I'm like, have you, sir? Have you, bruh? I don't know. Anyway, she's like, look, I'm still having to think things through, whatever. I'm still trying to make a decision on what I really want to do, whatever. Oh, okay. Okay. Because as she was talking, same thing. Yeah. He was listening to her not say him. He was listening to her say how she's figuring it out. And he like, okay, well, since she hasn't chose me, let me go let her know, you know what, you are a great person. You're so amazing, whatever. And I've been putting in the effort with you, but I keep looking for some type of full reassurance with you, and I'm not getting that. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you keep straddling the fence, you know what I'm saying, and I don't think that you're ready to love. And then they just sit there, looking at each other. He's fakely crying. And he wasn't really crying. He just wiped his face. I'm like, well, no tears, bro. I didn't see not near tear drop, not near tear drops out of his face. Okay. And she's saying in the confessional how I was ready to say him. I'm like, but you didn't. It was weird to me because he was asking her to make a choice. And she was saying, I haven't made that. And then after he said, you ain't ready to look. Well, I was just ready to say, him. And well, why didn't you just say that? But then she like, can I have my hand back? I don't want to let you go. These fools sat there, kept holding hands or whatever. He then say, do you want to be with me or not? I'm like, I'm not sure. I've made my real decision because Jason picked Liz. Liz was his decision. I haven't made mine. So do you want to be with me? And I'm looking like, and she sent her girl, and it went off of these motherfuckers just a little cliffhanger. I'm looking like, so for the second week, no one went home, and we still wonder what's gonna happen. Girl, I am done. Okay, that's how I went off. We have to see what happens next time because they are some fools. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Okay, do not forget to like, to comment, to share this video, to always subscribe to my channel. And as I tell y'all in every video, do not send your cooch via text. If he wants it, he will come and get it. Okay, bye.